It's dangerous and it can come easily. It can easily sneak up on you. Drifting. It's just exactly how it sounds. Drifting, right? That slow movement. That's how easily and slowly it sneaks up on you. It just doesn't happen overnight. You don't wake up in the morning and decide, I'm going to drift away from God. My faith is drifting. I'm not going to worship. I'm not going to pray today. You just don't decide that. You don't just wake up in the morning and tell that to yourself. You drift. What does it mean to drift? It signifies a gradual movement, as I just explained it to you. A gradual movement. As a believer, you don't suddenly lose your fire. As a believer, you don't suddenly lose your fire. You drift away from the fire. God never leaves us. We drift away. His presence is there. We drift away to an extent where that presence is no longer there because we have drifted away. We have drifted away from the fire, from His presence. You just don't all of a sudden stop believing your faith. You just don't stop believing. Your faith has drifted. You don't intentionally abandon your calling. No, you have drifted. Drifting usually happens when you what? When you stop rowing. If we're going to look at the example of the boat just starts drifting when we stop rowing. The Word of God warns us about this. If we go to Hebrews 2:1, says, we must pay the most careful attention, therefore, to what we have heard, so that we do not what? We don't drift away. So we don't drift away. The wording drift away implies that at some point we just stop being rooted, that we're no longer anchored. Drifting happens when you neglect what? Your secret place. What's your secret place? Your intimacy with God, your relationship with God. How? Your prayer life becomes occasional instead of daily and persistent. Worship becomes optional instead of worshiping and praising Him every day. And it's not just listening to worship, it's you worshiping Him, you having that intimacy worship with the Lord. No hunger or desire for what? For fresh manna. The Word of God becomes secondary in your life. In the book of Song of Solomon 2:15, it warns us. It tells us, catch for us the little foxes that ruin the vineyards. The little foxes that ruin the vineyards. It's the little compromises that will cause what? A spiritual drifting. Those little compromises, that little conversation, that little gossip, that little drama that I got involved in, that little why I'm just going to binge this, I'm just going to listen to this type of music, it's just soothing to my soul. Those little compromising. I'm just not going to defend the Word of God. I'm just going to agree to what they're saying because I don't want to look weird. Those little compromising things. Catch for us the little foxes. I read that verse again. The little foxes that ruin the vineyards. The Word of God warns us over and over again about us not getting too comfortable in calm waters. Don't get too comfortable in calm waters. What are the calm waters? When there's no storms, I'm good. When I don't feel no wind, I'm good. When I'm not dealing with issues or circumstances or sickness or problems or warfare, I'm good. What happens? We become too relaxed. Spiritual passivity is what? Dangerous. Very dangerous. Book of Judges, chapter 16 talks to us about Samson. Samson, he didn't lose his strength in one moment. Right? The scheme was done gradually. The plot was set and done gradually. He drifted through what? Through compromise. But sadly, one day, what happens? In Judges 16:20 tells us this. He did not know that the Lord had left him. I don't know about you, but when I read certain verses in the Bible, just when I was writing this, can it be that we have drifted to such an extent that we don't even know that his presence is no longer with us. The plan and the assignment was for Samson. This woman, we all know who it was, gradually seduced him. Gradually seduced him, and he compromised his time with God. He compromised what his relationship with God was, and he allowed the seduction to drift him away. And to sadly, he had to say, he did not know that the Lord had left him. The scariest place to be is drifting and not even knowing it. That is the scariest place to be. Is it possible, and I ask you this question, is it possible that you can be all caught up? Is it possible that we can get all caught up in our calling, in our assignment, in our gifts, in our talents, and how fire up we are, how the Lord is using us? Is it possible that we can get so caught up that we don't even notice when his presence has left us? When we don't even notice that we have drifted away from his presence? Did you stop guarding your heart? And we're going to continue this in part 2 at the midnight hour. And I ask you that question. Have you stopped guarding your heart that you do not even know that you've been drifting away? And we're going to discuss more about that after the midnight hour. I see you then.